So in honor of the 2 years of the passing of Kobe and Gigi Bryant, we wanted to do a little moment of silence. Okay, thank you. Welcome to Music and Hoop. This is my hosts, Matt and Tirani, myself, the real Apu in the background. How's everyone doing today? How you guys doing today?
What's happening, brother?
Chilling, man. How are you?
And honestly, I just wanted to start off this podcast by pushing some P. We reached 129 video views on the YouTube video. I think it's because of me, because I just joined my first video on YouTube, and I'm already at 129 views. You guys before that, man, you guys are only at 70. I gained you guys another 60. I just wanted to push some P on that, and just wanted to put a little bit of a wave on you guys, trying to say, step up your game, guys. Like, I came in
Why the fuck you
first
smiling?
day.
That's what I want to know. Why
130
the fuck you smiling
views.
at
Because
it?
he's bugging. There's
Why
no
are you
way to do
smiling?
it.
I'm just
You're
pushing
not gonna
P.
smile on it.
I'm just
Yeah,
pushing
fuck
P.
This guy. You just give him a fucking face that he deserves, which is the idiot face. What the fuck is he talking about?
Just pushing P, bro.
That's the face you should be giving him.
You could laugh at a clown.
I mean, I guess. I guess. You ain't pushing P, bro. You're farthest from pushing
Talking
P.
about pushing the P. Okay, what do you guys think about this culture wave and what they're doing today with the notion of pushing P?
I'm gonna let the groupie go first.
No, the groupie. Okay.
Yo, I think it's I think the best part about it is how organic it was. It was just like it was something that they mentioned in the album and something that happened with a racist situation with the pilot. And
Fuck
then,
you, Alex.
and then you see Kim Kardashian doing it. You see other celebrities kind of using that P emoji, and it just took a life of its own. So I think the way it just trended naturally makes it a marketing genius.
What does pushing P mean though? Like honestly, what the hell does that shit mean?
Yeah, I took it as when you're pushing something, and you're just a real one.
It's the real one.
You're being real.
Matt, can you give us
You're
the real
doing whatever
groupie
it is.
definition?
The real groupie definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like when you're making money moves, like just pushing P. But I think not everything is pushing P. Like, Apu starting the podcast all cocky and shit. That's not pushing P.
I thought it was pushing some P, man. I don't know, man.
You being a groupie is not a pushing P either.
I'm not a groupie. I don't do
Yeah.
anything like a groupie.
Okay. All right, we'll get into that later in this podcast. You're right.
So what do you guys think about the Weeknd's trending high on #1 album in the world? Even though this push and P culture was kind of like it was a one-on-one fight at one point.
It was, and I remember when a certain groupie, when Pushin P, or I should say when Gunna actually took #1 album for 1 week, this groupie was like all over it, hyped, and it's like, oh, new school, this. But I give it to him, I definitely agree. Going back to the Pushin P, it's very relatable because he just changed the culture in so many ways. It was effective. It was so genius. It was so simple too. It's like the simplest thing. But just to see the Weeknd kind of go back there, and not just that, he's #1 monthly listener. There's the most monthly listeners.
He
on
he
Spotify.
overtook Justin.
Yeah, which is crazy, like to see that, and that's off that one album that he again barely promoted, right?
Yeah.
Barely even put any money towards marketing,
Yeah.
and he's able to do that. It just speaks volume on where he is and where other people are.
I also
in
feel
their
like
career.
his album had the Drake effect, where it took people time
For
to
sure.
realize that, oh shit, this is actually a fucking fire
sure.
album. Before that, people were saying that After Hours is way better.
I agree with you, and I want to give a shout out to Cap. Shout out Courtside Talk. Caputo actually talked to me on the way here, and he's like, man, like this album grew on me. This album is like better than After Hours. But when it first came out, everybody was like, oh, After Hours, come on, it's not even close. This one is not the same. He definitely had the Drake effect on this one, and I feel like he's getting there. Because even After Hours, he didn't really promote, but people were like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yo, I don't want to hear this Michael Jackson, Be Yourself. We had our homie come by and say the same thing about him. But it's like, it's not even about the Michael Jackson thing anymore. It's just you need to actually grow with this artist's project.
Yeah.
And he has a message with his project. He's actually influencing people. the Dawn, to me, Dawn FM is his best album I've yet to hear. It's so complete. Him as an artist is complete, and he's just killing it, bro. He had a message from top to bottom. I said it before. The last song on the album is the least listened to song, but it has such a deep message. And to have a Canadian like Jim Carrey doing it, that's amazing to me.
Yeah.
You know, so I definitely got to give shout out to Abel The Weeknd.
I don't think it's his best album.
What's his best album? Starboy?
Yeah.
There you go. A groupie. Only a thought would say his best album is Starboy. Because only a thought would realize that that's when he blew up. Oh
Why
my
the hell
God.
do you think Starboy is a better album?
I don't know. I don't know how people say Starboy is a better album. It's his first mainstream album. That's why people were like killing it.
I like the Sonics better. I don't know. It just appealed to me more. Like, this is good. I like The Weeknd's new album. I just thought especially those features, those rap features.
Oh my,
are
the
legendary.
features. Here we go again. It's the features.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh. We
Oh,
might
yeah,
kick this guy
yeah.
off the podcast tonight.
I'm telling you, bro. Groupie.
Oh,
Talking
but-
about features.
Yeah.
Eazy and Kanye, guys. The Kanye song with The Game. Easy.
Oh, Eazy.
It's crazy. Easy sample of Easy Does It. Even Eazy's daughter was saying how great it was, and she approves and she respects OG like Kanye coming in, and he said saying how her dad would have been a part of the game, like that song for sure, and she was like just giving her props to it. Like that's some gangster shit he was saying. So I wanted to hear what you guys wanted to say about that.
Shit, I don't know about the gangster shit part, but I'm gonna be real with you. I fucked with the song. I even saw Jay Electronica say that song is hard. Like Kanye went in.
When you have Jay saying some shit like that.
Yeah, like it's Jay Electronica. Like that guy is a different beast to me in rap.
Yeah.
But you know, the song itself, I saw Kanye kind of flow like he was flowing on No More Parties in LA. And I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, you're talking about your kids. I'm happy to see him back in the culture. Not that he ever left it, because I still think he's the most influential person in the culture. He's not the biggest, but he's the most influential. Like, to me, Drake is the biggest, and then Kanye's the most influential. And that's why they were at one point going head to head. I don't know, though. It's just the perspective that I got on that one. And I'm happy to see that Eazy-E's daughter is actually saying such a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, The Game went hard on that song too.
Oh, that's not even a question. That boy can spit, bro.
Yeah.
That boy can spit. Nobody can tell me he still got it or he had it or any of that.
Yo, stop playing with me,
always
bro.
had it. It's just a matter of like people don't realize that because he comes off as a gangster.
Yeah.
Comes off as like, I'm a thug. Well, he is, to be real. But it's like when he raps, he's hard.
Is Drillmatic gonna be the best rap album of this year if it drops?
Is who?
Drillmatic by The Game. The
I
new
don't
album that he's
think
gonna drop.
I don't think it's dropping this year. I don't think so. But if it does, I don't know, man. There's a lot of people saying they're gonna drop albums. If Kendrick dropped an album, you're not. I don't know. We're gonna have a conversation about that and see. You're not telling me he's gonna listen. I love The Game. I think The Game is underrated, but you're not telling me he's gonna. If Kendrick dropped an album, it's gonna be harder than Kendrick.
I think Game has the capacity. I wouldn't put it past him. Like he can create, like if he could make a cohesive body of work and barely miss on it, it's gonna be challenging. And he's gonna definitely apply pressure.
I think The Game is at a point in his career where he would need features to make his album kind of like be highlighted more. Whereas in Kendrick, he can really just drop an album tomorrow and the whole culture would be like, what? He did that? All right, let's listen to it.
Yeah.
And he'll probably go number one within a couple
Yeah.
days, you know what I mean? Because he has that impact. Like Kendrick's impact that he has on the culture right now is a lot bigger than The Game's right now. If we're talking 05, when he just left G Unit, then it's a different conversation.
Oh yeah, because Kendrick
Right?
wasn't even in the game.
No, but that's my point. It's like if we're saying like it's a game at that point, it's not the same.
Right.
Right? But right now, like Kendrick can drop an album tomorrow, and I think Drake dodges Kendrick. I'm not saying he's better.
That's a hot take.
I'm not saying he's better. We can always have that take again. I'm gonna spark that blunt for that one. But I definitely think that Drake would dodge Kendrick when it drops, because Kendrick dropping, he doesn't drop often, bro. He has 5 albums, max. He doesn't drop, and when he drops, people are waiting for him. The way he shifted the culture, he has to be like the Pac. The way Pac shifted the culture is incredible. Right?
Yeah, he definitely has like a very like unique influence for sure. I see what you're saying about Kendrick. I want to kind of go back to Kanye, like in that verse, like he was really talking about his kids, speaking about very personal shit, like how they're spoiled, you know, how he bought the house next to Kim, and we watched that interview as well, about how, you know, he kind of is letting people know that like he doesn't really pay for rent, he doesn't own a car, or sorry, he doesn't have a property, he doesn't own property, he doesn't have a car, he walks with no security. It kind of just, it took me off guard a bit, but at the same time,
he doesn't own a home?
Yeah.
Mm.
He was saying like a bunch of these things, like he doesn't have a car, he doesn't have a home, like he was trying to like kind of making a statement by doing these type of things. And I've seen a couple famous people that are like that. I heard Elon Musk is also someone who doesn't own property as well and stuff like that, even though he's arguably the richest person.
I wouldn't say he doesn't own property. He owns land. Like Elon Musk and Kanye both own land.
No, I think Matt's saying that he doesn't own a house.
He doesn't own a house is different because he has a house with Kim.
Kind of what I meant.
I think he has a house. I think.
And then he
Elon
bought the
has
house.
a house in Mars too. So.
Elon's a whole different creature. I don't even think Elon is from this world. That's just my perspective. I think he's some sort of alien that came here and he just knew how to disguise himself.
I agree, but that's for another podcast.
That is definitely for another podcast. For my anime heads, if you guys ever watch Demon Slayer, he's like that mobster in Demon Slayer. But I can't sit here and say that he doesn't own. Going back to Kanye, listen, man, I love Kanye, but I'm just seeing everything as a public stunt at this point. Everything he's doing, the interview, I was not buying anything that he said in the interview. Maybe the whole Dracos and drugs and taking the black dad out of America, out of a black family in America. Yes, you said that because that's real. We already know that. We're aware of that. And they did put the guns and they did put the drugs, and that's why we have this new culture, the new wave, quote unquote, that keeps singing about drugs and all that, and they're successful in it. But they're talking about that. Everything that Kanye has been saying has been just a front, has been a media stunt, because the more Kanye is in the media, the more people want to work with him because it gravitates. He can monetize off that. He can bring money in. He's a businessman. Clearly, he's telling people his net worth over and over. He told Jason Lee his fucking net worth 2 times and corrected him one of the times. Oh, it's 10 billion. We already heard you the first time, bro. We heard you in 5 minutes and you already mentioned that you have 10 million. I don't need you to tell me you have 10 billion again. It's a public stunt, bro. At the end of the day, yes, you can talk about your kids, but you chose to have kids with that woman. You already knew what you went into. Now you want to play the victim, and he always plays the victim. Us as humans, we love playing victim, and he understood. The minute I play victim in front of the media, I'm going to get attention. I'm a black male in America. I'm going to get attention. No matter what the fuck he says.
The media.
And finna, bro. He's been saying finna all of a sudden. You know what I mean? That was not in his vocabulary for a while. Maybe like old Kanye had that. You know what I mean? When he put that red hat on, I've never heard him say finna. So it's like he's trying to get back to the culture. I get it. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not hating, but I'm not buying it. You're a stunt. This is all a stunt. You want to stay relevant. I mean, I can't even say that because he is very influential with what he does. But this is why he does it. This is why he's influential. Because he does this shit. You know, I want to give him an apology. Not really that he gives a fuck about my opinion. But the last episode, I said that they probably had an orgy. Right? And then watching the Jason Lee, when he had Madonna, A.B., Floyd, a bunch of other greats, right? Himself, Julia. And I said, oh, they're going to have an orgy, blah, blah, blah. But listening to him with the Jason Lee is like, okay, cool. Like, I get it. You wanted to capture a moment of greatness. And I love that, right? But again, why? Because you wanted people to talk about it.
Of course.
That's the only reason. He wants people to talk about everything that he's doing. You come and tell me that Kim has the security to stop you, or you can't go into the house, and then the same interview, you're telling me that I don't want to air my shit out to the public when you're doing it. You're a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Kanye fan. I love Kanye. Kanye is one of my favorite artists of all time, right? But this is all public stuff. And I'm just in a place where, okay, what's next?
You
Give me
think
music, bro.
you think he's doing it because of Donda 2?
He's been doing everything for a stunt, bro. To upsell. He's been doing everything to upsell. It keeps people entertained. He's entertaining right now. Everything that he's doing, he's entertaining.
Yep.
You tell me he didn't know that he's gonna marry Kim Kardashian and her mom is gonna do whatever it takes to still have power?
Yeah.
Of course you knew that. But then you go on Twitter and you say, I don't want my daughters to be part of a fucking Playboy shoot. When you already knew what was gonna come. But then you go on Jason Lee and you tell me you don't want your daughter to be on TikTok with lipstick on. I'm sorry. You married a woman and made her a billionaire and pushed her shit to the world, and then you tell me everybody loves Kim, all women love Kim, and you married that woman. What the fuck did you expect? You expected fucking Beyonce? No, you expected that. Just like when Drake had a baby with a fucking porn star, he knew what the fuck he did. Stop playing us. Stop that. That's fucking annoying at this point. As a fan, I'm just annoyed. Entertain me differently, bro. And guess what? I'm annoyed. Doesn't mean that everybody's annoyed.
Yeah.
There's other people that are entertained.
Yeah.
There's groupies like this guy sitting beside me. Not that he's a Kanye groupie, but there are groupies that are entertained by him.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my God, this is what he's doing. Oh my God, this is it. It's like, well, do something else.
Do you think that plays in, guys, that the Kanye going back with the Jordan brand, chilling with DJ Khaled, and DJ Khaled promoting Jordan brand so much, and then Kanye is like there, and he's like, yo, DJ Khaled's like, yo, I'm gonna give you a pair of one of 100 Eazy, Jordan brand.
Father of
Careful, we the
Assad
best.
shoes, yeah. Father of
Yeah.
Assad shoes.
Father of Assad shoes. What do you guys think? You think he's really gonna go to Jordan brand?
All I know is I'm not fucking with the boots.
Yo, those boots look like he belongs in like Susu Marie, bro. Susu, whatever the fuck.
I'm not with
He's in the trenches, fam. He's in the
Up
trenches.
north, bro. He belongs like, I don't know what trenches he's in. But I don't know if Shot-Town
Wyoming
really,
trenches.
it be snowing out there still. It be snowing.
I don't know. That's
know.
what he showers.
I don't like the
Yeah.
jean jacket and the boots.
I actually fuck with the
I
jean
fuck with
jacket.
the jean
The boots,
jacket.
though, I'm just not with it.
You know,
It's not
it's
for
because it's
me.
puffy and the shoes are
It's not
puffy,
for
so I
me.
get where he's going. I fuck with the jean jacket.
The jean jacket I fuck with.
And
but
the
not
boots is
the
like,
boots is a
I
little
think
too
he
much.
needs
Not
to
with
be
the
up in the
boots.
Eskimos with the boots, to me,
The
personally.
boots are.
He's not. Those boots are definitely not some Jessica Simpson made for walking.
There might be some Jordan brand
Good.
boots. I don't know.
Huh?
There might be some Jordan brand boots. I don't know.
I mean, he probably would do that too, to be honest.
100%.
To be honest with you, at the end of the day, he's going back to Khaled and Jordan Brand because monetization, right?
100%.
And that's his biggest thing right now. And again, I'm okay with that. Give me music now.
Because he was
Right.
saying in the Jason Lee interview that he was, when him and Drake were doing the concert, that he was gonna wear Jordans to like while doing the concert, but he's like, it didn't really feel like me, so I just threw these boots back on. So
I'm not mad at that though.
I feel like Adidas is giving him a lot of leeway compared to Nike back in the day, where he can wear Jordans
You still,
as he's still like
you still think? Do you think he still has a grudge
against two.
against Nike?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a Gemini.
Of course,
Absolutely.
of course.
Yeah, they hold on to
but he will make money any way he can.
Yes.
So he doesn't.
That's why I'm okay with. I respect him in that sense.
Yeah.
Because anything that he does, when he put that hat on, he knew what he was doing, bro.
100%.
When he said, "I'm not cussing on my lyrics anymore," he knew what he was doing. He was getting the white America. He wanted the white America. He wanted them to like him. That's why now he has a white girl dating him, a white movie star. He wanted America to love him. He kept talking about president. I'm telling you, he's gonna be the president of the United States.
He
You'll
keeps saying
get
that
the-
people love him, and then
I believe that in a way. People do love him, bro. Who hates on Kanye?
you hate on Kanye, buddy.
Sometimes he does some whole shit.
And then guess what? And then he'll listen to his music. And he'll say, oh, I fuck with what he did it. Because as much as I am technically right now hating on him, I still fuck with him. I'm still gonna go bump My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
100%.
I'm still gonna go bump Yeezys. I'm still gonna go bump College Dropout. You know what I mean? That's what he does.
I'm not bumping Ye.
I'm bumping Ye still.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm bumping Ye. Ye was sick for me.
No,
Production wise,
I'm barely
I love
bumping
Ye.
Yeezus, to be honest.
I mean, you're bumping like Lil Durk, and that's
yeah, because that's the real leader of Chicago right now. It's not Kanye West. That time has went and passed. Now it's
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say he's a groupie. He just told me a dude that dropped 2 albums. One of them is deluxe, so he didn't really drop a new album. It was a deluxe album. Then got carried on another album by the best young artist. And you're telling me he's a new leader of Chicago? Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He has nothing on people in Chicago. What does he have on Chance? What does he have on people that have been doing this shit?
He's the new
He
leader.
had one good year.
He's the new leader.
He had one good year.
He's the John
which
Morant.
is this year.
He's the John
He had
Morant.
one. Oh, so it's not Lil Baby. Because you said Lil Baby last time.
No.
Oh, the ops
No,
are watching. The ops are watching. Remember you told me that? The ops are watching. Don't snitch on yourself.
Yeah.
You said Lil Baby
but in
is
a
in
different
John
sense.
Morant.
In a different sense.
No.
I think he's the same player in a different sense.
No, he's not the same player,
John
bro.
What are you talking
Alright,
about?
then Future's fucking J.R. Smith. I'm going back to that.
No, you can't say that.
Future's J.R. Smith.
You can't say
And
that.
you
I think-
can't say what you're saying, bro.
I think Matt's trading people a lot right now.
He's trading way too much.
I don't know, man.
You cannot tell me he's the new guy of Chicago, bro.
Yeah,
what
he
you
is.
smoking on?
Yeah, he is.
How?
It's not Chance anymore. Chance doesn't have it.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I
If
just
Chance dropped a rap album tomorrow, you're telling me he's not gonna have it?
not over Derek. Not anymore.
If he dropped a rap album, I'm not talking about no Christian album, I'm not talking about no gospel album. If he dropped a rap album tomorrow, like Coloring Book, you're not feeling that?
No, I am feeling it, but he
Okay.
was not gonna make a coloring book.
How you know that?
Because everything he's doing these days is like
He hasn't even put out music.
I know, but it's not. Lil Durk is the new wave.
Stop that, bro.
It is.
Whatever.
It's Lil Durk and Polo G right now.
Polo G's better than Lil Durk.
No, he's not.
Yes, you know.
No, he's not.
Yeah, you know.
No, he's not.
Polo G can sell arenas, Lil Durk can.
What?
I said
Do you
what I
think
said.
one over the other can sell arenas? Polo G.
You
and
telling
Lil
me
Durk?
Polo G can't sell arenas?
I think Polo G can sell.
Okay, can Lil Durk sell arenas right now?
I think Lil Durk can sell.
No
Exactly.
way. You're bugging.
Exactly.
He cannot sell
There's a
arenas.
reason why Drake put him on the album.
Oh,
Drake put him on the album for politics. It wasn't because he's
okay.
big. He put him on because it's politics. Drake is one of the
Nah.
most politically fucking moved artists in the city.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
put Young Boy Block, but whatever his name, J Block Boy, whatever. Shoot,
Okay, I feel
shoot.
like everyone.
He put him. He had a song with him. Are you okay? So you're telling me he can sell arenas?
I feel like.
Yeah.
but-
What?
But for
Bro,
like.
you're
What?
confusing
You tell me
right
a
now.
guy that Shoot can sell arenas because he has a
Yeah,
song with
he
Twice.
can.
No, he
That's just a
can't.
one-hit wonder.
And Lil Durk can't sell arenas.
Lil Durk went in twice on both songs.
Which songs?
The one from the album, and
And the other one, that he did. What's the one that they had a music video together.
Tell me why he went in on the second song.
he went.
Because he
in.
promoted his bitch?
Nah, that
Indian
was hard. That was-
Royal Cosmetic? That's why he went in?
The flow was hard on that.
But you
Stop
remember
that,
that.
man.
But you remember that.
Stop
that's my
that,
And
game.
Laugh Now Cry Later was a hit.
That's
That
my
one is a
game.
hit. I'm with you. But that was Drake. That was all Drake.
Okay.
What?
That was all Drake. And he even said, bring Drake to the hood, surrounded by a bunch of Dracos. That's why he put him on the album. It's
Yeah.
politics. He can't sell arenas.
What?
I feel like everyone can sell
What's
arenas.
What's Lil Durk's monthly listeners right now?
Certain people can sell arenas. Sorry.
What's Lil Durk's monthly listeners? Show me that.
He's at least top 100 in the world right now.
He's 162
Million?
in the world. 162 in the world.
What? Monthly listeners?
20 million monthly listeners.
What's Polo G? I'm telling you. Lil
Polo
Durk
G
can't
is
sell arenas.
64th in the world. 31 million.
Lil Durk can't sell arenas.
There's not that much difference. How are you gonna say that after?
That's 10 million. That's 11 million.
Okay, but they can
9
both
million.
sell arenas.
That's 9 million. You said 20 and 31.
20 and 31, sorry, yeah.
That's 11.
Yeah.
11 million. That's not that much difference.
Still a lot of people.
They can
for
still
both.
Bro.
both sell arenas.
Bro.
Lil Durk just announced a tour by himself right now.
Where's his tour?
His first show is in what I'm seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing that he's going to be in Detroit, Mississippi.
Where is?
Fargo,
Does it show you where he's hosting the tour?
Fox Theater.
Fox Theater. It's a fucking theater. You know how much you fit in a theater?
Okay, but he's also doing Wells
A
Fargo.
couple thousands.
But he's also doing Wells Fargo.
Do you know what the fuck you're? Who else is with him there? And how many tickets did you sell?
Herbo and Ghana.
Oh my God! Are you guys okay? Yeah, exactly. You're a dumbass, and you're agreeing with a fucking groupie dumbass. You're not telling me Lil Durk is selling arenas. With all due respect, he's not selling arenas.
He's selling.
No, bro, shut up. Do you even know what it means to sell arenas? No, he's not doing that. He's not coming to Toronto and selling the ACC. Are you stupid? He's going to Rebel, bro. You know how much Rebel fits? 3,000. He's not doing ACC, bro. He's not doing 20,000 people. What are you guys talking about right now? You guys are bugging, bro. Get out of your groupie ass and talk realistic. You gotta be realistic. He's not selling it. Polo G, on the other hand, is selling fucking arenas. Lil Durk had one good year, which is this year, because he had so many features and he killed it. I'm not mad at him. This bitch ass is gonna make me fucking look like I'm a hater. I'm not a hater. I fuck with the guy. And he put me on him and I tell him that. But you can't tell me he's selling arenas.
He's selling arenas.
He's not selling arenas, bro. You're just a groupie.
Speaking about selling arenas, you think if Ben Simmons gets traded
No, see, that guy sells arenas.
and James Harden to Philly for Ben Simmons to Brooklyn, do you think James Harden is selling the arena right there? You think that's a good trade?
I'm not crazy about the trade, just because I feel like I like the story right now with James Harden going back and playing with KD again and Kyrie, but I can't lie and tell you this isn't a benefit for James Harden if he gets traded. Like I honestly genuinely can see Philly being a much more serious contender, being a finals bound team if they have James Harden playing alongside Joel Embiid. But I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. Like if I was James Harden, I would not be for leaving Brooklyn, but you never know. I hear a lot of tension.
Even with one guy doing his own thing and not giving a fuck about the team, and the other is injured.
Like Kyrie?
Yeah, and I love Kyrie, but he doesn't care about the team right now. That's how it looks like.
Yeah, I would like.
Because you said there's tension, right? So to him, James Harden have made it clear he wants him vaccinated. Yeah. You think that's okay? And mind you, they're maybe a game and a half behind first.
Yeah.
He said that? James Harden said that he wants Kyrie vaccinated?
Yeah, he said, I'm going to give him the shot myself as a joke.
Oh.
I think that when it comes to Kyrie and James Harden, I feel like it's fabricated. I don't feel like the tension. Yeah, I feel like when I see them speak to each other and stuff, like it seems like they like genuinely like fuck with each other.
Yeah.
But at the same time though, there's been a lot of times where
I think James Harden was also saying that the rumors were saying that James Harden didn't like the way Brooklyn was treating Kyrie. And and he didn't like living in Brooklyn.
So it's crazy because I was watching late night show with Shaq, Candace, and Wade, and I forgot the host's name, but homeboy was saying that Harden is telling people he wants to test free agency in the summer. He doesn't like to pay taxes because New York taxes are higher than a lot of other states, and he doesn't like the weather, right? So that's why he wants to test free agency.
I heard he can still land back in Brooklyn. From what he's saying too, he said he just wants to test it out.
I mean, what's the point of you doing that, bro? To me, what's the point of you even saying that when you're a game and a half behind first?
Remember, this is all speculation. So.
I feel like what it is, and I heard D-Wade say that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but James Harden is at an age where he has pressure. He has to win. Kyrie has a ring.
Yeah, it's true.
KD has a ring.
There's some pressure.
He has a pressure on him. He needs to win.
Yeah.
Right? Because out of them, he's the only one that doesn't have a ring.
But do you think leaving that situation makes it easier for him?
Does it make it easier to win a ring? No.
With Joel, maybe.
But the pressure is less? Is that why?
No, the pressure
stays the same,
is
if not
on.
higher.
At an age that he's at, He has pressure on him to
So
win.
would you say that he has more chance of winning in Brooklyn or in Philly? With the team.
That's not even a question. It's Brooklyn. With the team he has.
Maybe Philly would give him a bigger opportunity though. You know, I think like him playing with a dominant player like Joel Embiid, but you know,
Can their ego get? Can they put their ego aside? Because they're two huge egotistic fucks.
but I think because it's spread out in positions, like it's not someone who's a small forward or a guard. Like I feel like the egos can coexist.
Have you seen the way Embiid is playing this year?
Yeah.
Embiid is handling the ball.
Yeah.
Embiid is fading away. Embiid is, I told you, he's doing up and under.
Yeah.
He's a 7-footer.
Yeah.
I can't say that they won't play good together because James Harden right now is almost averaging a triple-double.
Yeah.
Look at him. You have fantasy, right? Because you're the goat of fantasy.
I'm not the goat
Psych!
of that. I'm just better than you.
Your teams are not really doing that much better. But anyway.
Yeah, because they've been injured like your team.
Oh, so my team has been injured, but your team is okay for it to be.
Yeah,
injured.
because they're just better than your team.
Which team is better? The
All
one
of
that-
them. All of them. No, you don't have to go into detail.
The
All
one
of
that I
them.
beat you with 5-4, or
Yeah,
the one
because
that I beat you.
because man, stop
And
playing.
both
with
our
me.
teams were injured, right?
No,
Both our
you
teams
know,
were
I'm not
injured.
talking fantasy.
Of course
This
you're
is
not.
music and who?
Of course, because you don't know fantasy. But he's averaging almost a triple-double. How are we not allowing him to be him in? How is he not being allowed to be himself in Brooklyn? You're averaging almost a triple-double. KD was playing better than you when KD was there. Because
Facts
KD
only.
was playing MVP level. But you can't tell me he doesn't have a good opportunity.
Yeah.
I think, personally, James Harden just needs to fucking play basketball and win a chip. Because you had an opportunity with CP and you fucking blew it. You had an opportunity. If they went against that 2018 Cavs team, that would have been a wrap. That's not even a conversation.
I agree with that.
So now it's like, it doesn't matter where he goes.
Yeah.
He has the same pressure on him. He needs to just play.
Yeah.
He's going to go to Philly and be like, oh, I don't like the way they're treating Embiid. Embiid is Philly's main guy.
Yeah.
Franchise player or no?
Yeah, but I feel
Embiid,
like if
franchise player for sure. What?
yeah, I
They're
feel like
building around
if James Harden goes to the Sixers, they have the capacity to build like a Kobe Shaq type of vibe. If he goes over.
Don't ever say that again.
there. Why not?
Because James Harden is a bum. He's not Kobe.
I know. I
He's a
never
bum.
said
He's
he
not
was like Kobe. I'm just saying like he can't
No.
like that's what they're like if they win a championship together, it's gonna kind of look like Kobe and Shaq in a way.
I get what you're saying, but he's not Kobe. Rest in peace, mom. But we're not saying that on the day, bro. No, stop that. James Harden's a bum. What if James Harden goes to LeBron?
Yeah, I could see him play with.
How would
LeBron.
that be?
But it's not. I don't think
Him,
it's
AD, and
realistic.
LeBron?
Him, AD, and LeBron
Absolutely.
instead of Russ.
Of course, that's.
Would that be
You
a
think Russ
better?
would stay?
Oh yeah.
No, Russ would have to leave
Why?
because it's too much.
He's one of the most expensive players in the league.
Yeah, it's way too much, and he has one more year in his contract, so they have to trade him.
And you know Harden's
But
not
you
taking
know, I mean, let's be realistic. It'd have to be a three-way because there's no way Brooklyn is taking Russ. KD would snap if Russ came back to him. Russ is happy that LeBron is seeing what KD had to go through. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. He's like, yo, this is what I had to go through 2012 when you beat me.
That's
Take
so
that.
funny.
So Russ to Brooklyn and James Harden to LA. Or you think Russ would just go somewhere else, right?
Different parallel universe. If that ever happened, I think I believe that James and Braun would actually kill shit with AD there. Like that would be
Yeah, I agree with you.
That would be an unstoppable
100%,
team.
100%.
That's not even a question.
Yeah, and I think because Harden gets like he's just a perfect player off the pick and roll.
Yes.
Him and AD without LeBron, like even though LeBron's doing his thing, just that connection, I think would be a stronger connection than whatever exists between Westbrook and AD.
Can Harden be a spot-up shooter when LeBron's on the floor?
Yeah, because I think like when it comes to Harden, it was always about spacing for him. Obviously, this Lakers team doesn't have the greatest spacing, but I think with James Harden on the floor with AD and LeBron, if they figure out the spacing between each other, I think it could work.
I have a question.
How good is he of a catch and shooter?
I mean, he's not like Kyle Korver, Joe Harris, but he's really good.
Okay.
Like he the thing is, Harden is like primarily known as someone who could create his own shot.
Right.
But
So that's my thing. If LeBron is driving to the basket, draws a defender, kicking out, is James Harden gonna be that guy that just bangs those threes, or is he gonna take a step dribble, try to create his own space? Because I feel like he loves to shoot off the dribble. Like he's just so good shooting off the dribble. That's one thing that's why we call Apu James Harden, because he loves to do that on the court too. Apu would never shoot if he's wide open, bro. Apu would have to dribble and then shoot. And that's James Harden.
Chill.
I'm not chilling because that's true. Shout out to Ducky. Ducky would tell you that too.
No.
And you know that. And you know that. Except you're not really James Harden.
Yeah, no, I think James Harden is a very talented player, and I think that if he does go to the Lakers, which is highly unlikely, he would definitely fit in much better than Westbrook for sure. But yeah, I just think there's like a Carmelo Anthony effect with James Harden, right? It's like, can you take a smaller role, or can you put your pride aside and play winning basketball?
So he can't be the number one, you're saying? Even on a super team, or so-called a super team.
I don't, honestly, I like James Harden.
Because to me, he's third right now.
Ooh, really?
Oh, yeah. You're giving the ball to KD, and you know that. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
You're telling me you're giving it to James over Kyrie?
So, okay, I know this doesn't matter too much. Someone might call me a bunch of names, but I just think that James Harden winning an MVP of a regular season and Kyrie not, I think it makes that clash for second best a bit more challenging.
James Harden was on a team by himself when he won that MVP. He had Dwight Howard as his second option, or sorry, I should say Eric Gordon as his second option. When Kyrie was by himself in Cleveland, we saw what he was doing. Then LeBron came like 2 years after, right? And then when he went to Boston, we saw that there was a lot of issues in Boston. He had injuries, so he never really was capable of doing that. I can't really see that, like, oh, he has an MVP, so now he's in a different... Okay, well, I'd say Kyrie has a ring. LeBron didn't get Kyrie that ring.
Yeah, but...
Kyrie and LeBron both got that ring. So I say, okay, because we saw what Kyrie did in that finals.
Yeah.
He played his heart out. When LeBron dropped the 41 to come back, Game 5, Kyrie said, yo, I'm with you, Brody. Let's get this shit. We're going back to Cleveland for Game 6. And when it came to Cleveland Game 6, they both balled out. Right? So it's like, and then in the finals, he hits that shot over Curry, bro. He ate Curry those playoffs. I mean, you were watching it. We were talking about it. He needed to ISO because Curry could not stop him. So it's like, can we really say that he won a chip? At the end of the day, Kyrie has a chip. James Harden doesn't. I'm not giving the ball to a guy who's chipless. Russell Westbrook won an MVP. Does that mean... Hold on. Russell Westbrook won an MVP. Does that mean you would give the ball to Russell Westbrook over Kyrie?
But that's like saying Chris Middleton's better than James Harden because he won a championship.
I mean, Chris Middleton is a better role player than James Harden. And
because James Harden isn't like a role player right now.
You just told me he has to fit in a role.
No, I'm just saying.
Not.
Yeah, I'm saying for him to win.
He was a star when he was by himself.
No, he's still a superstar though.
When he was by himself.
No, he's still a superstar now.
Sure.
You guys think that if James Harden does go to the Lakers, that him and AD could carry them to another championship without LeBron after?
They would be a tough team for sure if you build around them. Yeah.
So why wouldn't it work with them beating him?
We didn't say it won't.
You wouldn't say that?
No, he said he said they would win, right? You said that they can be like the Shaq and Kobe.
You think they can win a championship?
Yeah.
In the East, they can.
I'm talking to you.
If they build better pieces around them, they can go there. They can go to the finals. Depends on who they're facing in the West.
If they didn't have better pieces, it's just the same pieces.
Just the same right now, the same team in Philly. No, Philly's bust right now, bro.
I wouldn't say that.
Me, you, and Cap talked about that. They're bust. Their team. Harris is not even doing anything. J. Cole is not even doing anything, bro.
But they're still like top 5 right now. They're playing at number 5. That's what
they're top 5.
But J. Cole can play a good role player. That's what people forget.
Imagine they had better role players.
That's what we're saying.
Or stepping, but that's my point.
But
So
they could
right
be
now,
good role players. It's just that Embiid is just carrying the show right now. They don't know how to, like, if James Harden's there, Tobias will. He's a pick and pop player.
mind you, Tobias has to get traded
Why?
because they're getting him from Brooklyn.
No, it's free agency.
No, you said right now if he was to get traded,
Oh yeah, for Ben Simmons. You think that he would go with it?
he has to. 1 for 1. Personally, I don't even think.
1 for 1 though.
You think they do 1 for 1?
Philly would not give up Philly would not give up Tobias and Ben Simmons. This guy's already doesn't even
No,
want to
you're
give
gonna
away
get
anyone.
James Harden and a bunch of pieces or picks.
This guy Daryl Morey doesn't want to get. If they give him like 3 people, he wouldn't fucking do it. This guy's fucking a pig, fucking just bullying everyone.
See, that's another thing why I don't think he would go to Philly though. He doesn't like there.
That's true too.
That's you gotta remember that. He has a hate relationship with that man because he clearly, to Houston, they shat the bed. I don't think Philly's the team for him, bro. And I don't see Doc being the guy that's gonna coach him to a championship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it, I don't see it. Doc hasn't won a championship. He won 1 championship. 1 championship, and that's because the team that Kobe had were a bunch of bus-ass motherfuckers. Don't get me wrong, the system that they put in Boston, and those guys played their heart out. You know, they were a family. They wanted to win. But you know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Doc
see it being
ain't doing that.
realistic.
I don't even think he should. I think he should go to the West. Go back to the West. Go back to the team of the West.
So I wanted to bring up another topic. I wanted to talk about the Cordae album and what you guys thought about the Cordae album. I thought it was really good, in my opinion. Thought it was very versatile.
Cordae, man. I think. To me, Cordae is up there with the best of the new school.
Oh, 100%.
And why I say that, because he does rap, and he goes into the melodic world.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I think the song with her and Lil Durk that he has on that album is one of the waviest songs on that album.
Chill. The groupie's gonna get out.
It's okay, he already got in. Don't worry, he
No,
already got in. I know he
it's a
got
wavy
in.
song. The melody in that song is good.
It's just, and that's my perspective. And then he has a song called Mama's Hood, and I'm like, damn. Super Bowl. Overall, to me, Cordae, I would say he's the leader of the new school for that. I wanted to put JID with him. I wanted to put Joey Badass is still there, but Joey Badass hasn't released much music. But right now, Cordae is that he's hot, bro. He's hot. He's saucy hot.
Yeah, he has good hooks. He has good like catchiness. Like
He's good at marketing himself.
yeah,
Really good at marketing himself.
And yeah, that freestyle on LA Leakers is crazy.
He went in,
He
bro.
went in, just showing off like
Shout out LA.
how
Leakers.
good of a rapper he is. Yeah, shout out LA Leakers. Yeah, man. Like
He is fucking sick,
kid is a
bro.
versatile rapper, man.
He is sick. He is not no new school rapper. He's a rapper. You know what it is? When he did the 1985 freestyle to Cole, I saw how the OGs responded and how the OGs took it. I'm like, this kid is different.
Yeah.
Because the OGs even were like, what
He
is
has a
this?
lot of respect right now.
Yeah, bro.
From a lot of
Nas,
bigger artists, Most Def.
Most Def. Weezy promised him a fucking verse 10 months before he even got that verse, bro. And he was talking about that in the interview,
Yeah.
Breakfast Club interview. And it's like crazy. What I love about this album, and I kind of understood that, but to see him kind of like, you know, actually verify it and be like, yeah, this is what I meant. But the album, you can see that he's giving you a different perspective. Like, look at things from outside perspective. Don't look at it from in. And he's talking about the things that he went through, but he's also talking about the experiences his homies went through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
talking
a
about how he
good
lost a
idea.
homie. Yeah, right. And it's like in the interview saying he lost his homie from high school that was there with him listening to the album and saying this album's crazy. And he has those bars, and he has like, oh, me and him had NBA dreams. And he was talking about how back in high school they were cooking people, like
Yeah.
cooking man on the court. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to see that that's what puts him in a different category for me.
What's your
He's
favorite?
up there.
What's your favorite song though? For you
I like
guys?
the one with Ghana.
Yeah,
That
of
one's
course,
hard.
Of course.
Yeah, and I like the music video.
That
too.
one's hard. The music video is sick.
But I really
Very
like the song
artistic.
with her and Lil Durk too.
Yeah,
And it wasn't Lil Durk who had the best verse. It was her.
Yo, her is different. Her definitely had the craziest verse.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say what my best song. Mama's Hood to me is crazy. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think like that. I don't think I can say I have a one song.
I really
Sinister
like
is crazy.
I really like C Carter, man. That melody. the
C
hook.
Carter is crazy.
I like that hook. It kind of reminded me of Mac Miller, kind of. I don't know why.
Ooh,
There's a Mac Miller flow to it, and I liked it.
I can
The
see
old
that.
Mac Miller flow. Yeah, he's very versatile, man. He has
Super.
big things coming his way, man.
Super.
Yeah.
He's talking about how he made $3 million without
Like
performing.
his single was Gifted. Like Gifted was
Yeah.
pumping.
I was just gonna talk about that. That really that was a big hit last summer.
Yeah, big hit.
I
So
thought that was a
catchy.
really good way to
Mhm.
kind of just tease the album from a distance. His marketing that he did right before the album drop, he kind of looked like Steve Jobs the way he was moving. I saw a visionary.
He did that.
And
He's definitely a visionary.
yeah. I think the thing I appreciate most out of Cordae is his mind. I like the way he thinks. I like the way he shares his thoughts.
Yes.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
He's not just an artist. He's someone who's thinking.
No, he's
deeper.
so real.
Yeah.
You guys remember when he was buying shoes? And man went to the cashier. He's like, "Damn, those joints are that much?
Yeah.
Nah, you can put those back."
Yeah, bro, he's real.
Like
he's
real.
real like that.
He's
And I
real.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that, bro. I think that's
You can connect with the guy, man.
yes, and we need more like that, bro. We need artists, even the trappers, even the new school, they need to just show these young cats how to be real. They need to be the influence that the new generation actually needs, bro. You need to be like that. That's why you drop YB and he's like, yo, I don't own this shit. I don't know what it is. Let me own my shit. Let me be fully me. That's why people want to own their shit, because they want to be fully me. If you own my shit, I can't be myself. Because you got to tell me how to be, because you own me, right? And I feel like that is necessary in a culture. It's so necessary. We're in a time where we went so south that it's ironically enough, we did go south and we went down to the south music, right? With Atlanta and how popping it is. And Atlanta's been part of the culture. That's the thing. It's not that Atlanta just popped off. Atlanta's been there. It's always been there. Atlanta's always been hot, and we can go to T.I., we can go to Jermaine Dupri, we can go so many, right? But we need that realness. We need that authenticity that he brings. And it's real. It's like the Coles.
It's rare.
Yes, it's like the Coles, the Kendricks,
Yeah.
The ones that you can, remember when we were
The ones
kids?
you can hear.
Yeah,
You
like
can
when
hear
we
the
were
words.
kids,
Yeah.
and we're listening to Cole Friday Night Lights and getting on the subway
Yeah.
and listening to that shit, and we're like, damn, like I hear it. Or you're listening to
Yeah.
Simba,
You feel
and
it.
you're like, damn,
You
Bring
feel
back
the
the
lyrics.
I
bars.
feel it.
Bring back
You know
the
what I
You're
mean?
learning something while
And
you're
it,
listening.
exactly, it motivates you, and we need that. We need cats like him. That's why Joey Badass should be doing more music. But again, Joey went into the acting, and he's been killing it.
Yeah.
Like him playing Inspector Deck in the Wu-Tang series, the American Saga, amazing. He kills it.
Yeah, Joey's doing a lot of big things behind the scenes.
And I love it. Shout out to Joey Badass. He's one of the realest. He owns his shit too from a young age. But we need more people like that, right? We need that. JID's another cat like that. JID's sick.
Yeah.
Cause those are the cats that, and again, I can't say that I don't fuck with the Durks. I don't fuck with the Lil Babies or the Gunners. It's just because I have a groupie next to me, it looks like I don't fuck with them. Because it's like he's
I
a
didn't do
groupie,
anything.
right? Look at him
You're
justifying
bugging,
himself.
bro. Just stop bitching.
You sound like
bro.
my ex-girlfriend, bro. You justifying
No, bro.
too
I'm definitely prettier.
much.
I'm just kidding.
I don't really care. It don't matter.
But nah, no, for real. Like, yo, you're telling on yourself, bro. At the
I'm
end
not
of the
telling
day,
on myself.
when it comes to the new school, I'm just riding with it. I fuck with it, and you're out here feeling a way that I fuck with it, and that's on you.
I don't think that's it, bro. I don't think that's it. I I think again, I had a friend of mine. I'm not gonna mention his name, but I had a friend of mine really tell me, like, if you think about the culture is not just conscious shit. The culture has always been the conscious shit, but it's always been the party, the tribe,
You needed both.
the bitches. It's that's a culture. It's both. You know what I mean? Because even when hip hop started, and listen, I don't have all the facts, but we can look into this. Anybody that wants to share in the comment, I will call you personally and we can look into this. When hip hop started, there were still thoughts around, bro. In the 80s, women were still getting the dick just like they're getting the dick right now. Shout out to all the women. I don't mean to be disrespectful in that statement, right? Because y'all are bosses. Like, women are bosses. I believe that. I think every corporation, every business needs a woman mind, because women are so fucking intelligent and they think outside the box. And one thing I do know is that women are not fucking egotistic like men are. So they can actually think, where men are such fucking egotistic babies and they don't want to think outside the box. And then they're like, no, I'm right and you're wrong. And that's fucked up. But you know what I'm trying to get to is that women, is that the culture has always been like this. There has always been thoughts. There's always been drugs. There's always been guns. There's always been conscious shit. Always. Kuje was singing about women. But you had Rakim, who's being conscious. You see what I mean? And they're in the same era, in the 80s. So it's like, even Fresh Prince, even Jazzy Jazz and Will Smith.
Maybe there's just a bigger imbalance now. The imbalance is so
But
big.
Cordae
now.
brings
I
the
feel
perfect
you.
balance. Cordae brings the perfect balance.
We need more of that, because there is an imbalance. There's a lot more of trappers.
It's more melodic.
Right?
There's
And
more
this is,
trap.
I mean, I don't want to go too political, but to me it seems like, okay, there's the man that is behind the scene saying, yo, this sells. This shit sells. So I need more of that. And a lot of people came out and said it. A lot of people came out and said it. This shit is real, right? So they sold a lot more. I'm not gonna go into names of who in the industry, but I do know 1-2 guys in the industry that really go for and sign artists who came out of jail on purpose, because they know they can market them. They look for that specifically. So it's like, it's still an industry. We need balance within the culture, not the industry.
For sure.
We need balance because everybody in their culture right now is putting on the trappers. And I love it. I promise you I listen to that shit. But give me some of that too. There are people that fuck with both. You're clearly one of them. As much as I call you a groupie to the new school, I know you're still bumping J. Cole.
Yeah.
I know you're still bumping J. Cole.
For sure.
You know what I mean? When
Absolutely.
you're in a place where you just want to feel,
Yeah.
you're bumping J. Cole.
100%.
You're not sitting here listening to Lil Durk.
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, we need more of that. And I think the culture needs more of that. Again, guys, he's a groupie. I'm a bigger Cole fan. I'm not buying this guy's opinion right now.
Speaking of politics.
So can you give me some water?
Speaking of politics, man, you guys recently see Joe Biden and how he's called a reporter a son of a bitch, and he's going crazy. I don't know. This guy's getting older by the day.
Yo, speaking of that bump, bro, like, Joe Biden is 76 years old. Like, what is he doing? He's really an old grandpa. You know when grandpas like get to an age? When Jiddo gets to an age and goes, anything bothers him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The little kids bother him. Everything bothers him. Thank you. Everything bothers him. And he's just there. He's just there. That's how I look at him, bro. He's a bum. He's like a grandpa that just says anything. And I don't understand how he got elected. I mean, I get it. But it's like, the minute I heard him say a comment, and Jason Lee said the same thing, how are you going to go out there and just say, you're not black if you don't vote for me? Like, what? I'm sorry, what? Based on what, bro? You're a racist white prick. And you're here saying that, and yet people put him in fucking power. Going back to the Kanye. Kanye's right.
Just one of the presidents sounded way more racist than the other. That was basically it.
Yeah, I think he was just reaching. I think like he was trying to get a point across that he could have worded a bit differently. Like I think what he was trying to say was that George Floyd's passing went more viral, maybe because with all the technology, like it was one of the biggest.
That's another
protests in the
dumb
world.
point that you just brought up. That's another stupid point that I think.
Yeah.
We're talking about him calling someone a reporter a son of a bitch on live television.
Yeah.
And him being an idiot before election and saying, hey, you're not black if you don't vote to me. And that to bring you to back to your point, he said that those comments about George Floyd on the day that is MLK's day. It's his birthday. And you're gonna see those comments on those days. Out of all days.
He's senile, man. He's senile.
I'm telling you, he's an old grandpa that just says anything and then realizes he fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why he's able to call a reporter. Apparently CNN reported that, he called the reporter and apologized. But what? You called a grown man a stupid son of a bitch.
On television.
On television,
As
like
the
he's some
president of the
southern,
United States.
like he's some southern boy who grew up in Texas and you know him around the block. Like, oh, look at that stupid son of a bitch. Like, nah, bro, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
You're a bum. You're a bum.
Yeah. Nah, like.
This is not acceptable for a man in that power.
Yeah,
I think
especially when you
I
have
think
a
someone's
team
gonna throw a
working
shoe at him.
behind you. You know what I mean? It's like it's not just him; it's him and the fucking team. Like,
Now imagine Trump, and I'm not a supporter of Trump. I don't fucking like that guy. I think he's good at marketing. I think he knows how to sell. He's a businessman. That's what America is to me, right? But I don't want to go too much into politics. Imagine Trump had said those words on national television. Would people crucify him right now?
Yeah, someone would throw a shoe at him.
There you go. But yet we're here listening to the same racist fuck. He's cut from the same cloth that Trump is. And he's saying things like that. Why are we allowing him? Because he has Kamala Harris on his side? That's why? A woman that is minority? She's Jamaican and Indian or Sri Lankan? That's why we're allowing it?
yeah,
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's the same woman that put minorities in prison for years. That's the same women that promise shit for minorities and they're in office and nothing is getting done. And I don't even live in America, bro. I don't even live in America to tell you this. But these people are influencing the world. This is what our culture sees every day. This is what kids see every day in North America. We see more about them than we know about Trudeau in Canada. So in a way, it affects us. Because we're looking at these people like, yeah, I'm with it. But anyway, I'm off this shit. I don't want to talk politics. I'm going to leave that to the old Southern people down there.
Well, so if we're done talking about politics, man, let's talk about that KG and Paul Pierce interview. I think they put some respect on LeBron's name there, actually. Watching that.
well, you have to. You have to. I don't. It's tough because at the end
You're
of the
going
day,
from one old bum to another old bum? Go on, bro.
Exactly.
I think it's tough because at the end of the day, when you hear them speak, there is some truth to what they're saying because they played in the NBA. They do have a perspective, but to a certain extent, they are underplaying LeBron James. I think I see like a little jealousy, like a little bit,
A little?
a lot
A
of
little?
it. But
That boy by the name of Paul Pierce does not have a little.
I mean, they play the same position, so he can't help himself.
And he's a bum compared to that guy. I'll tell you that much. He got cooked.
Yeah.
A little?
I think they're also as much as AD hasn't been the player that has been able to help LeBron James when he's down. LeBron James has still have to overplay in his position. I think that AD, if he's healthy, if he can find a rhythm, I think he can carry this team. But he's not doing it, and he hasn't done it. So I don't blame people for not believing in him at all. Like, what do you guys think?
I don't know, man. First of all, I don't think they put respect on LeBron's name.
Really? I thought they did.
All they did is say, "Oh, what he's doing at 37 is amazing." You don't need to tell me that. I don't need you to tell me that.
Ooh.
Because we already know. Because none of you bums at 37 were doing half of what he did.
Ooh.
You know what happened to Paul Pierce at 37?
Tell us.
Where was he?
On a wheelchair?
Was he on a wheelchair?
Did he like shit himself or something in the game?
Not when he was 37 years old. Or 70. No, 37. What the
Was
fuck
he on
you
the
talking
Clippers? Third string?
about? Was he on the Clippers by that time?
I don't even know.
Or was he sitting talking as an analyst?
Probably not.
Come on, man. Respect to KG. I think KG is one of the best power forwards in the game. But I can see it a little bit more from KG where he tried, but even then you can hear the little bit of saltiness. It's like you got to get over it. You got to get over it.
Oh, actually, Paul Pierce did hit that game winner at 37.
Where?
With Washington.
On Toronto?
Yep.
And then what happened to him?
I don't know. That was a big game for him.
Yeah,
Fuck,
then
man.
he just hit one big shot, bro. That guy's a bum.
He had 20.
Oh,
70%
Okay.
shooting, you know.
how much?
70% shooting.
Okay, that's not bad.
37 minutes for 37.
Alright,
Yeah.
37 minutes, you got 20. Put LeBron in that situation, what he would do. Well, that's not even a conversation. Who cares about that? I just feel like maybe it's an Isaiah Michael thing, but even then, you can tell Isaiah respects Michael.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not salty about it. Maybe they need to grow a little more older.
Everything
definitely see
heals
that.
with time.
Yeah, because right now you can still hear it. It's like, oh, you don't give MVPs when your team is not winning. That's what KG asked him. Do you give MVP when your team's not winning? And Paul Pierce's like, no. Okay, why did Westbrook do it? Westbrook was 6. His team was barely over 500, just because he was averaging triple-double. That's not an easy thing to do. People are right. But I know it's not an easy thing to do as fucking year 19, 37, playing like you're still 2010. Putting up the same numbers that KD did in his MVP season when he was a young buck.
OKC was 6th.
It was 6. There you go. What's their record? Over 500? Just a little bit. Where's Bron? 7th? 500?
Were they accurate about AD?
Are they accurate of it? Yes. To me, AD right now has not stepped up in that. And I told you how I feel about AD. It's all potential. That's all. Me and Rose, shout out to Prince Rose. We've had a conversation.
Is Joel Embiid surpassed AD?
Hell yeah. You give LeBron James to Joel Embiid. Is he helping Bron to win a chip or is he not?
Hell yeah.
That's not even a conversation, bro. That's out of the fucking window right now. We're not talking that.
I think
Is
Anthony
AD
Davis
better than Cat?
You think what?
Anthony Davis still has some time to prove.
This is his prime years. He has to be healthy.
This guy's just injury prone as hell.
But that's the problem.
He's a stick, man.
So I can't give you that because it's all based off what you can do potentially if you're healthy. Fuck your potential if you're healthy. It's are you healthy? Joel Embiid 2 to 3 years ago used to be injured most of the time.
But he's won a chip though. I don't want you to contradict yourself from the Harden.
I'm not contradicting myself, and I know that he did win a chip, and he played hard in the bubble. I get it. But he couldn't keep himself healthy. If you had put Embiid and LeBron in the bubble, would they have won that chip that year?
Yeah.
On the Lakers, with that Lakers team.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. You couldn't stay healthy. My point is where I was going. Embiid was he used to eat McDonald's before the game, and he was just like, he would get injured. And everybody was like, yo, can this guy even stay healthy? Came one season, and he's like, all right, I'm sure if I'm healthy. And he stayed healthy. He's still playing. He's not fucking falling, and he's not out, and he's still playing. How many games has Embiid missed in the last 2 years?
No, probably this is his best attendance
There
in
you go.
the last 2 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When it comes to AD,
In the last 2 years?
he missed the full
Yeah.
season in the last 2 years.
Well, he's been injured this season.
Who?
Embiid.
On and off, bro.
Yeah.
It's COVID protocols, most of it.
Yeah,
They're
it
just
wasn't
using
actual
COVID
injuries.
protocol to rest.
Better
the
than his
players.
load management days for sure.
Yeah, bro. There's just little things, little tweaks here and there, finessing the system. Like my team Arsenal did one time.
That bum ass team.
I mean, you don't, let's not go there. You're cursed. You don't even have a team.
Cannons that implode.
Cannons that go undefeated too, baby.
Holy.
Mm.
That's the difference between gunners and gunners. One's wavy, one's not.
You don't even know about Gunners or Gunner. That's the truth. You
So
barely
like
know
Paul
about
Pierce and KG, I don't know if these guys in time, may fix this relationship between.
I hope so. I think LeBron deserves to be in a conversation, and when I came on again, Courtside, shout out Courtside, go follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, Courtside Talks. This is one of the bums on it. Shout out Caputo. But I came on your show, and I told you, LeBron has to be in a conversation, and LeBron has to be top 5. Because what he's doing for his age, he is the most valuable player to his team right now. You take LeBron off that team, it will not be over 500. I
But
promise you. With the way Westbrook's playing and AD out, they're not doing it.
I think he just has to win. I think right now with the top 5, the thing is, even with the players like Jokic, for example, like even though his team's not winning like one of
He's
the top records. No, I know, but I'm just saying like when you look at the top 5, they're playing better. Like they're playing just as good as LeBron, and their teams are in better positions. So it's like it's tough.
Except for Jokic.
Why?
Well, his team is not better than LeBron.
No, but Jokic is playing better than LeBron. Jokic is playing better than LeBron. That's just the truth. That's the truth. That's the reality.
I'm not saying he's not playing phenomenal. Again, I'm going to keep bringing that point in. For a man who is 19 years, this consistent, and he's putting these numbers, it's just like that trumps
But so is Chris Paul, though, and they're under Chris Paul.
And I told you, I think Chris Paul should be in that conversation. If not, he's doing Nash numbers the years that Nash won MVP. In the same team. And they're both in the first. He's first in the league. Just like when Phoenix was first in the league. And he's older than that.
That's true.
He's older than him. That's another player that does not get recognized. We have to give these old players, these OGs, I don't even want to call them old players, they're OGs. You got to give them the fucking flowers, bro. You have to give them the flowers. Those are guys that have the highest NBA basketball IQ right now in the league. Combine the whole league, them two have better. Them two together have a better IQ than the whole league. And you're here disrespecting them. The NBA is pushing this fucking narrative of Jokic, of Giannis, of Steph Curry. And you're not talking about these two who are doing it consistently. You're 16 and you're fucking 19. What?
And
NBA
that's
writers,
it.
get your shit together.
What?
And talking about consistent, these guys have been putting some consistent work today. And that's it for your episode of Music and Hoop. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment. Shout out these guys, man. Let's go.
Hey man, rest in peace, Kobe
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant
and Gigi.
and Gigi.